During a campaign rally in Arizona this week, Donald Trump said that rhinos, Republicans in name only, were the worst of the worst, absolutely the worst demographic. Trump said, here's the quote. Do you know what a rhino is? A rhino may be the lowest form of human life. I actually thought of the others more than the rhino. Do you know why? Unfortunately, folks, that is where the quote ends. We don't get to find out the do you know why? Do you know why we don't get to find out the do you know why? Because at that moment, an F-15 jet flew over, distracted Trump, who mocked Biden for allegedly getting distracted by a train, even though that was his train he was supposed to be on. So Trump gets distracted by a jet flying overhead and never returns to his attacking rhinos as the lowest form of human life. So we're not going to know. We're not going to know the end of that statement. We need to know why. You said, do you know why? We want to know why. Can we please not have the jets flying over Trump while he's saying stupid things because we want to hear the end of the stupid thing? Like, you know it's going to be something ridiculous, but you've sat through the rest of it. You kind of want to know. It's like a bad joke, but you got to get to the punchline just so you have that closure. And I'm furious that this jet flew overhead and now we don't know what we should know. Here's the thing, folks. Donald Trump, when he talks about Republicans in name only, is not talking about members of the House or members of the Senate. A rhino is, in fact, a mythical creature these days. Oh, we see lots of them pretending to be rhinos, but really it's just a Republican horse with a horn strapped on its head. And they take the horn off when they need to. It's not an actual rhino. And the people I mean are Mitt Romney, Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, the ones who, they wring their hands and I'm not happy with this. Maybe I'm going to go ahead and vote for it, though. That's what they do. Those aren't actual rhinos. They're pretending to be rhinos. The people Donald Trump was actually talking about were the never Trumpers. The Republicans out here all throughout the country who aren't going to vote for Donald in this year's election. He is trying to convince them and his supporters that if you know a Republican, maybe a Republican in this room, and they're not going to vote for me, that is the lowest form of human life. That is the seed he is planting with these people. A little bit of psychological trickery here. This is the con man at work. The con man is cornered. The con man is afraid. And so the con man is trying to get his supporters, his Republicans, to turn against one another, almost turn them into the thought police. Are you a Republican who doesn't support Trump? Show me your papers. That's what he's doing here. That's rather scary. Not for me, because I'm not a Republican. It's a little late in the game for this tactic to actually have a big impact on the election, but I guarantee you there are Republicans who weren't going to vote for him that heard that may take it personally and might end up switching their votes. There's Republicans who heard that and have Republican friends who aren't voting for Trump, and that could destroy those relationships. Trump knows exactly what he's doing. And if he hadn't got distracted by that jet, he probably would have gone even further trying to paint these never Trump Republicans as the worst form of life imaginable.